Okay, come towards the front of your mats, please. Find a comfortable seat. Close down the eyes. And let's take a second at the start of this practice, which is a recovery, soft-flowing, slow-moving recovery yoga session. Let's take a second to just allow your body and allow your mind to be fully here. So that means that you purposely leave behind your schedules and your tasks for today. You purposely make a clear decision in your mind that this next little block of time in your day is dedicated for you. A time where you can be completely absorbed in your own experience of your own movement, your own experience of your own breath and body. And what is that right now? When you really look for it and you really pay attention to it, what is the experience of your body right now? If you pay attention, can you feel the points of contact with the ground beneath you? Can you feel the shape of the legs? And the shape of your spine, the shoulders, the arms, the neck and the head. And so without looking at the body, you can get a good sense of the positioning and the feeling of everything before we begin to move and practice. You know, as you pay attention to that shape of your body, can you feel the movement of it? There's a little sway to your body as you sit. There's a expansion and a contraction of your midsection. There's an energy and a flow to your body as it breathes. And the goal of today's session is to move purposely, move slowly, and make almost each breath and movement move as one thing together. And the beautiful thing when you move really slowly and purposely is that you can really teach your nervous system how you want it to interact with movement, how you want your muscles to interact with movement and the feeling of stretch, and how you want your breath to interact with that stretch sensation as you flow through this slow flowing vinyasa today. And so the goal of today isn't to create the most in-depth shape. The goal of today isn't to create the most deepest stretch, but it is to create some connection for you between mind, body, and breath. Take a deep breath in through the nose, please. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Last one before we begin to move. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Good, and let's begin to add some movement to this practice. Gently open up the eyes here. Bring your arms down by your side. Next inhale, lift the hands overhead. Exhale, bring the hands down. Inhale, hands lift overhead. As you're doing this, really trying to feel that the movement of your arms is matching the length and depth of your breath. Exhale, bring the hands down. That means that you might have to move slower than feels natural. And that's the point of this. Inhale. In yoga, we don't breathe how is a natural way to breathe. Exhale, bring the hands down, and we don't move in what I would call a normal or natural way. It's specific tools and techniques. Inhale, hands lift overhead. Specific movements that elicit specific responses. Now, I'm going to mirror for you, right? So from here, take a deep breath in. Exhale, bring your left hand down by your side, your right hand over your side body. And breathe. Next inhale, lift the hands overhead. Exhale, side bend to the second side. Inhale, hands lift overhead. Now exhale, rotate towards your left side. So right hand comes across the left thigh, lift the chest up and rotate. Breathing here. Then take a deep breath in. Exhale, release the rotation. Inhale, hands lift overhead. Exhale, rotate, second side. Think about torso lifting upright, shoulders pulling back and down. And breathe in that deep rotation. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, release the rotation. Inhale, hands lift overhead again. Exhale, this time you're going to start to interlace the fingers, push the palms up towards the ceiling. Now I'm going to turn side on here. You're going to take a deep breath in. Exhale, pull the hands forward, flex the spine, round the back, and then pull the shoulder blades apart from each other. Then inhale, extend the spine, tailbone's going to push into the floor, hands lift up towards the ceiling. Then exhale, flex the spine, pull the shoulder blades apart. Inhale, extend, push your tailbone into the ground, hands lift long overhead, even exaggerate the back bend slightly. Exhale, last one, pull the hands forward, pull the shoulder blades apart, breathe here. Good, then inhale, neutral spine position, bring your hands towards the knees. Bring the hands behind the back, don't know what I'm saying here. Take the feet out here, so they're around hip width or slightly wider apart. Hold on to the backs of the hamstrings. So we want to get some movement, continuing to open up the spine here with the breath. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, flex the spine and round the back. Then inhale, extend the spine, lift the chest up, pull the shoulder blades back and down. Exhale, flex the spine. Then inhale, extend. Last one here, exhale, flex the spine. Then inhale, extend the spine, look up. Exhale, neutral spine position. Bring the feet out straight in front of the body. Doesn't need to be the tightest forward fold position we're going to create. You can have bent legs, relaxed legs, doesn't matter too much. Just trying to get some opening up of our movement patterns. Next inhale, extend the spine. Exhale, fold forward. Doesn't need to be the deepest, doesn't need to be the strictest forward fold. Breathe here. Then your next inhale, slowly start to lift up. Slide the legs round the side here, please. Find a tabletop position. So from tabletop, let's warm up the wrist a little bit. Even though there's not going to be any massive hand balance, there's not going to be any explosive work or anything like that. Just want to get some blood moving through your wrists and through the shoulders, and make sure we're gripping the ground here. Then from here, hold into a neutral position. Next inhale, extend the spine, tailbone lifts up, forehead lifts up. Then exhale, flex the spine, rounding the back. Inhale, extend, tailbone lifts and forehead lifts. Exhale, flex the spine, round the back and move with the breath. Inhale, extend, look up. Exhale, flex the spine. Good. Then find a neutral spine position. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, sink the hips back for a child's pose. Let the tailbone sink down to the ground. Let the forehead sink down to the ground. And breathe here. Then your next inhale, let's start to shift the weight forward. Please find a kneeling plank position. So your hands will come forward slightly, a little bit more. Take a deep breath in here. Exhale, lower the torso 1 unit down to the ground. Inhale, baby cobra. So squeeze from your hamstrings, glutes, all the way up the spine. Shoulders rolling back away from the ears. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, chest to the ground. Inhale, push to kneeling plank. And exhale, child's pose again. Keeping a little flow here now. Inhale, we're going to start to walk the hands back for a kneeling seat position. Bring the hands behind the body, face the fingertips back. I hope I'm still in shot. Pull the shoulder blades back and down. Inhale, hip extension. Exhale here. Inhale. Exhale, glutes coming down. Walk forwards, tabletop position. Tuck the toes under, inhale, hips move up towards the ceiling, downward dog. You're gonna pedal up the heels. You're gonna move one leg straight, one leg bent. Just flow the ankles, knees, and hips around here. Doesn't need to be perfect. Actually, we don't want it to be perfect. We want it to be non-linear. We want it to be creative. We want to get your joints used to controlling your weight to multiple different angles here. And you're keeping a good flow and a good rhythm of breath. Good. Now from here, let's hold that downward dog nice and still. Next inhale, right leg lift, three-legged dog. Exhale here. Next inhale, bring the right foot in between the hands for lunge. Drop the left knee down to the ground. Inhale, hands lift overhead. Then from here, exhale, you want to open up the shoulders wide. Create two 90-degree angles roughly here at the shoulders, chest and triceps. Then take a deep breath in. Exhale, what you're going to do is you're going to start to let your arms come down, round your back, let your spine round forwards. Push forward into that front hip, inhale. Exhale, open up the shoulders. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. On this one, neutral spine. Inhale. Exhale, hold here. Take a deep breath in again. Now we're going to here, exhale, rotate to your right side. Reach long with the shoulders. Even if it means that you don't reach as far back, try to make the rotation happen through the midsection here. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, release the rotation and inhale, hands overhead. Exhale, rotate to the left side without the right knee, collapsing inwards. Inhale, hands through center. Exhale, hands to the ground. Plant the left hand down, inhale, right hand sky reach. Exhale, right hand down. Now inhale, straighten the right leg. Exhale, bend the right leg. Inhale, straighten the right leg. Doesn't need to be perfectly straight, but you just want to get a good sense of what it feels like when you bend and straighten the leg and where the hips move to compensate for that lack of mobility in your hamstrings. Last one, bend the front leg. Then plant the hands down, inhale, right leg back to kneeling plank here. Exhale, lower the chest down, one unit. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, chest to the ground. Inhale, push to kneeling plank. Exhale, child's pose. Walking the hands back as you inhale. Hands come behind the back. Pull the shoulder blades back and down. Inhale, push the floor away with both your hands and feet. Then take a deep breath in. Exhale, glutes coming down. Walking forward for tabletop position. From tabletop, toes tuck under, and then push up to your downward facing dog. From here, inhale, left leg lifts, three-legged dog. Exhale here and hold. On the next inhale, bring the left foot in between the hands for lunge. Drop the right knee to the ground. Inhale, hands lift overhead. Then as you exhale, open up the shoulders, two 90-degree angles, roughly. Right? Doesn't need to be a perfect angle at your arm, but what we want is external rotation of the shoulder, like that movement there. We don't want to pull back and create this. It's a different kind of movement that we'll be doing for other movements. For here, we're trying to work on your rotational capability as much as we can whilst opening up the chest and shoulders. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Roll forward. Inhale. Exhale, open up the shoulders. Inhale. Exhale. Last one, I believe. I think I've lost count. The neutral spine position. Exhale, rotate to your left side. Good. Just reach long in each direction. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, release the rotation. Inhale, hands overhead. Exhale, rotate to your right side without the left knee collapsing inwards. Breathing. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, hands come down and frame the front foot. Right hand plants to the ground. Inhale, left hand sky reach. Exhale, left hand down. Inhale, left leg straightens. Exhale, left leg bends. It doesn't need to get perfectly straight or even perfectly bent. Inhale. Exhale. So movement and breath together, more important than the shape and the deepest position in the stretch today. Inhale. I believe last one. Exhale. I need a counter for me. Inhale. Left foot goes back next to your right. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, chest down. Inhale, push to kneeling. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, walk the hands back. Bring the hands behind the body. Pull the shoulder blades back and down. Squeeze the glutes. Inhale. Exhale here. Inhale. Exhale, lower the glutes down. Walking the hands forward. Tabletop position. Tuck the toes under. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, right leg, three-legged dog. Exhale, scorpion reach. So bend the knee and open up the hip. Inhale, right foot, lizard lunge. So lizard lunge outside the line of your right hand. Drop the left knee to the ground. From here, plant the left hand down. Inhale, right hand sky reach. Exhale, reach to the back of the room. Inhale, sky reach. Exhale, thread the needle. Inhale, sky reach. Exhale, reach to the back. Inhale, sky reach. Exhale, thread the needle. Inhale, sky reach. Exhale, reach to the back of the room. Keep pushing the left hip forwards. Now hold here. Either stay right here or lift the left foot up. If you can't, don't worry. Just keep the left foot down and keep pushing the hips forward. Squeeze the heel in towards the glutes. Use your arms, stay side on. So when you look at the shoulders, they're roughly on the same line as each other. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, release the left foot down. Now from here, your right hand is going to come on the inside of this right leg, and you're going to start to push the hip out to the side. So external rotation at that right hip. Your shoulder is going to internally rotate. It's going to leave a little more space to push. Take your gaze over to the left side. Breathe. And from here, release that rotation in the hip, release the rotation in the body. Right hand to the ground, straighten the right leg as much as feels comfortable for you. Exhale, bend the right leg. Inhale, straighten the right leg. Exhale, bend the right leg. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Okay, from here, right leg is going to step back, kneeling plank position. Exhale, lower the chest. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, chest to the ground. Inhale, push to kneeling plank. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, walk the hands back. Kneeling seat. Bring the hands behind the body. Next inhale, squeeze the glutes, push the hips up. Hold here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, lower the glutes down. Walk the hands forwards. Tabletop position. Tuck the toes under. Glutes go up towards the ceiling, downward dog. Inhale, left leg lifts, three-legged dog. Exhale, scorpion reach. Inhale, left foot, lizard lunge. Exhale, drop the right knee to the ground. Plant the right hand down. Inhale, left hand sky reach. Exhale, reach to the back of the room. Inhale, sky reach. Exhale, thread the needle. Inhale, sky reach. Exhale, reach to the back. Inhale, sky reach. Exhale, thread the needle. Inhale, sky reach. Exhale, reach to the back of the room. Hold here. Lift the right foot up and hold on with your left hand. Squeeze the glutes in. So really important that as you pull the heel in towards your glutes, you don't kind of reach back with the glutes to get there, right? So we want to get that deep stretch in my quad, in my hip flexor here, push forward. When I look at my shoulders, roughly, they're on the same line as each other. Roughly. Then take a deep breath in. Exhale, lower the right foot down. Left hand here is going to come on the inside of the left leg. Push the left knee away from you. So external rotation at your left hip. Your left hand is going to internally, or your left shoulder anyway, is going to internally rotate. It's going to give you a little bit more space to push, and then you take your gaze over to the right side. Oh, that's tight on this side. Then take a deep breath in. Exhale, release the rotation at the hip, release the rotation in the body. Left hand to the ground. Inhale, straighten the left leg. Exhale, bend the left leg. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale. Exhale. Good. I think one more. Inhale. Let's go for it. Exhale. Left leg next to your right. Step back. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, lower the torso down to the ground. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, chest to the ground. Inhale, push to kneeling plank. Exhale, child's pose. Let's hold here now in child's pose. From child's pose, let's start to just keep feeling that sensation of sinking the hips down to the ground. So tailbone sinking down, arms reaching out in the opposite direction, so we get this nice elongation of your spine from both angles. Tailbone sinking in one direction, hands gently reaching in the other direction. Then on your next inhale, let's start to shift the weight forward here. You're going to slide your right knee forward and find a pigeon pose. So the right knee is roughly going to come towards the right wrist. It might be behind it. It might be on the outside of it. But you really want to just listen to your knee joint here more than anything. And I guess the lower back as well. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Lower the glutes down a little further. Lift the chest up. Take a deep breath in again. Then exhale. Get as low as feels comfortable for you. That might look like this. That might look like this. For some of you, that might look like this with your hands reaching out as far as you can. Shape is secondary to your breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now from here, start to walk your hands over towards the top left corner of your mat. Let your glutes sink down and fall off to this right side. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Walk the hands back through center here. Walk the hands back towards the knee. Inhale, lift the chest up. If you can, make a small back extension here, look up. Then exhale, neutral spine position. Slide your right foot back next to your left. Sink the hips back down into your child's pose now. Then your next inhale, I'm going to shift the weight forward. Left knee is going to slide forward. Find your pigeon pose variation. Drive the right knee back, sink down to the glutes here. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, try to push the glutes back a little bit and have your weight coming down over this center of gravity point. Then next inhale, lift the chest up. Exhale, slowly lower down to wherever is appropriate and natural for you. Maybe here. Maybe arms all the way extended. Now remember your breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Next inhale, let's start to walk your hands over towards the top right corner of your mat. Let your glutes fall down towards the left side. Again, listening to your knee and your hip and your back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Next inhale, bring the body back through center. Walk the hands back. Add a small back extension as you look up. As you exhale, let the spine find its neutral position. Left leg comes back next to your right. Maybe just shake out the hips here. Take a child's pose if you want. Just letting your hips and your back be nice and loose and free-flowing for a second as we take them out of those more stricter, deeper stretches. We want to open up the chest slightly before we finish. Okay, so we're going to come to that laying scorpion stretch. From here, okay, I'm going to take my right arm out to the side. A right angle will make it the most challenging, and then different variations on that angle of your arm will make it more or less difficult depending on your shoulder genetics and makeup, and also your mobility and stretch capability here. Right, so I'm going to keep it nice and simple today. Arms straight out to the side. I want to keep rotating my right shoulder back, really important for this. The further forward that goes, the less chest stretch I get, the more kind of tension we're just going to put through the rotator cuff. So external rotation of your shoulder, pull the shoulder away from your ear. Left hand comes down towards your chest, left leg rotates round. Laying scorpion. Breathe deep into the stomach, into the hip flexor, into the abs here. Inhale. So you'd feel your belly button move in and out. 2. Inhale. Exhale. Good. On your next inhale, bring the left leg round. Exhale here. Left arm goes out to the side. Right hand comes down next to your chest, and we rotate around. So that same positioning, shoulder rotates away from the ear. Right leg goes round. And the goal isn't to get the right leg further back, it's to create this rotation in the body on an axis here. Allows you to be stable. Over time, yes, maybe the leg can get further, but to begin with, just get the mechanics right, especially on a recovery session like this. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. On your next inhale, bring the leg round. Bring the hands underneath the head for a second. Make a comfortable pillow. Maybe lower. And start to allow your lower back, neck, and chest to just rest here. When you're ready to, I want you to roll onto your back and lie down flat on the floor, please. Take up as much space as feels comfortable for you here. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. As you exhale, I want you to practice letting your legs and your arms sink into the ground. Inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale. Really let everything go. Exhale. Sink into the ground here. And so look, now we've moved and we've breathed and we've tried to chain movements and breath together into these sequences of motion and flow. Beautiful style of yoga, this vinyasa stuff. And this water practice is, the goal is to flow like water, sometimes soft, sometimes, as Bruce Lee said, crashing like a wave. And also, sometimes completely still. And maybe not totally still, because in any body of water there's always a little bit of movement, but right now your body is sinking and the only movement that is coming from it is the rhythm of the breath. And it's moving you, and it's like a wave, expanding, contracting, flowing in and flowing out. And every exhale you take, you are allowing yourself, you're giving yourself permission to sink further into the ground. What does that feel like? Because I know I can say that, but practically what does that actually mean? It means that there's tension points all over your body. Naturally, there should be. It's holding itself above the ground. And so what you're trying to do as you become more competent, as you become more understanding of your movement mechanics, as you become more understanding of how your body operates, you're feeling those tension points, and you're the same way that you can learn to contract them, you're learning to relax them. You purposely let the ground take more and more of your weight. And you scan through your feet, your legs, your arms, you scan through the chest, the back, the neck, and you're looking, you're noticing if you're resisting anywhere. And the more you let go, the more the body sinks. The more the body flows with the breath. And even it starts to flow with gravity. You're no longer resisting the pull of the earth. You're allowing it to weigh you down. It's a wonderful gift of yoga. Not any of the stretches, not any of the positions, not any of the transitions and all of the different styles of yoga. It's not in any of those. It's the gift that comes with regular practice, where now you can just be. But there's nothing more to achieve. There's nothing more to get done. There's nothing more to be productive or to produce. You just here. Being. Listening. Feeling. Our ancestors were so clever in their construction of this yoga practice. They understood the mind and its tendency to be lost in the future and in the past. And the greatest gift they could give us is the ability to, maybe only for a breath, maybe only for a second, maybe only for a movement or a pose, or maybe in a shavasana, like now, you can be here. You can be calm and be at peace. Kriyam Tat Sat Paramahansa.